we have one of my favorite artists because I think I've spoken to her the most here on YFM. I remember her very first single, so the one that's in the background, to the one that she's about to drop right now. She's dropped quite a bit actually, not just these three that I mentioned. But she's back in the studio today. It's Valentine's Day, so it's a special one. Chayuta, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you again.
Same here.
So, I mean, what have you been up to since the last time we caught up?
I kind of like took a break for a while. I was
Yes, I do.
focusing on school.
On school,
everything,
yeah.
But now it's time for the music.
It's time for the music. I mean, school wrapped up quite nicely.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And now it's time for the music full time, right?
Yeah.
Most definitely. But I mean, one lovely thing I experienced, or how was your preparation for that exposure to social media like when it finally came to the fore?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, everything has really changed, but I'm actually happy that I got to understand certain things like social media wise before
the whole
exactly, because I feel like it has made my platform a bit different and it captures people's attention very easily and everything. So I'm happy that I was able to like adapt quickly into that. So now it's not like, oh, I'm now struggling, I'm now trying to find out what to do before what to do and everything.
You have been at this from the very beginning, and now it's more expansive and it's more, the different things, the TikTok videos, and all of these things and all that. You're just you feel comfortable in this space because you're already there. And you have a song that we're gonna listen to. You want to tell me about this one?
I mean, so this song is, I won't lie, but I think it's one of my best so far.
I like when the artist feels that way. That means the song is heavy. Yeah,
it took a while, getting into it and everything, but I feel like the slow processes are the best because you get to really like think back, you get to listen back, you get to make sure everything is in the correct place at the correct time, especially. So I mean, this one is produced by Kill Beats, which for me is a privilege. It's really huge. It's an honor because Kill Beats is one of the best producers.
Indeed.
And at my age, to say that I've worked with Kill Beats, I was in his studio, I had a session with him. It's crazy because people up till now are still trying to get Kill Beats.
Indeed. He's not an easy man to find.
Exactly, But I mean, I've done it so for me it's really like, oh yeah, Charlie, I've done something in life.
Low frequency for the young and young at new music. New music and any other station. Discover new music right here.
So I won't retire, but then I really want somebody, cause everyone needs somebody. I don't want to be alone.
If you're asking that question where you did, I have the perfect song for you, man. Chayuta's in the building, and we just premiered that song right there. It's her brand new song right here. And it is a song about love and love's challenges as well, like she said earlier on. Now I'm gonna ask you though, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? Is there somebody in the picture? And what are you gonna do for Valentine's Day? My producer put me up to this. It wasn't me, I promise. My producer put me up to this.
Hey, I beg.
What's happening? What's happening with you?
Nothing.
You're just gonna chill?
Yes.
Have a good day?
Yeah.
All right. There's your answer, bro. You got it? All right. But I mean, lovely song. Like we were speaking about the growth. Your voice has changed.
I hope that's for the better.
It is for the better.
Okay.
I mean, there's a you could hear the maturity in your voice. Your voice is maturing. Let me say it like that. Definitely. I was listening to that, in the speakers, and I was like, wow, yeah. I remember when your voice was much lighter. I think earlier on, but you can definitely see the growth. I mean, you can hear the growth right there. Kill Beats, what a guy, man. What a guy. Yeah, it merges quite well right there on this song. Do you plan on doing a music video for it? I'd really love to see the visuals for this song.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you got
Don't
something
worry.
planned?
Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
You know me and my surprises.
Most definitely. I had a message here that was making me smile. It was from Robbie from East Legon. I don't know if you know this person. She said, Winston, you're now hearing it. Instagram heard it first.
Okay,
So it looks like people have been following.
Yeah.
It follows you all the way from there to here. So,
Wow.
you know, people are putting me on alerts that I'm now here. Yes, I know. I'm now hearing it. Yes. You guys have special privileges as her fans. I know. I know for sure. But, I mean, I got to hear it as well. And it's a lovely tune right there. I am fingers crossed for a music video. Fingers crossed.
As I said.
Chayuta says she's not gonna give me a hint. She's not gonna tell me what's gonna happen, whether she's gonna do it or not. She's gonna surprise me. All right.
When the time comes, you know.
All right. When the time comes. All right. That's what you're saying. But I mean, so when it comes to a project, are you gonna put out a project this year, or are you working on one?
Hey, you're always. Oh my goodness! I remember this every time you're trying to get this stuff out of me. Well, as I said, I'm going to keep on saying, don't worry. When the time comes, you know. You will hear from me and you'll be very excited. Don't worry.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, I am definitely gonna look forward to that one. And of course, right now, we are gonna ask you a few questions on the flip side of this one. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will put out her social media handles as well as where you can go to subscribe to her YouTube channel and you can check out what she has out there. And I'm telling you, man, this is one artist you do not want to just sit back and just let her do a thing. You definitely want to be involved in the growth because, where she's going, you want to be there when she gets there. You don't want to jump on a bandwagon. Trust me, it's painful when an artist gets to some place and then you're trying to relate. Then it's like I knew her here. You knew her, but are you with her? These are two different things, though, Charlie. So anyway, What You Did is her brand new song that she just dropped right here, and of course we have been listening to that one. We'll give it one more spin right before she gets on out of the studio, but I gotta go for a quick one. I have my messages blinking over here. I also have some messages from fans that I will be reading on the flip side of this. Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked. Okay, all right. But I mean, what are the plans for earlier this year, towards the middle of the year? I know we can't talk about further down the year, but I know that earlier this year, what's going on? Do you have a couple of performances coming up or collaborations, perhaps? I'm trying to get the scoop. I'm trying so hard, but she's not.
I mean, definitely. I mean, I've been quiet for a year, so there's a lot going to happen.
Yeah.
I just signed with my label Nayasa Records.
Exclusive. Did you hear that?
So yeah, they are behind all this magic that you're hearing. So yeah. So definitely, I mean, just expect a lot of content, a lot of music, a lot of collabs, a lot of things.
Indeed,
yeah.
Indeed. You know, one thing I wanted to ask you earlier on, I forgot. I just came back to my memory right now. For an artist that's as young as you are, you have a lot of experience, surprisingly, because you have been working with some top music people. Yeah. From artists to writers to producers, even from when you began. Yeah. Because I mean, you were in studios. You were, I think you've even met the president before. And I mean, you've been in these spaces. What has that experience done for you as a young artist right there? What are some of the lessons, advice that you got from some of these great people being around you? How's that helped you?
I mean, definitely it has boosted my confidence a lot, because if I look at myself from when I started and if I look at myself now, I'm like, the things that I imagined myself doing when I think I released my first song when I was 14. I wouldn't have believed that, because even me sitting here having this interview talking, if you look back at the first interview, I was so shy. I didn't know what to say. But I mean, being in like the atmosphere with a lot of big artists, I mean, especially.
I remember the one with Samini as well. Like
Yes.
that was quite the experience right there.
Yeah, and definitely the one I'll always remember is Patarankin, because the words of advice he just told me that you have to be humble, because you never know when you meet someone you might need that person's help, especially in the industry.
Yes.
So I mean, a lot of the advice from Stonebwoy, all these big artists, definitely has boosted my confidence a lot, and I'm really grateful for all of them accepting me like, you know, their little sister, all those kind of things. So yeah.
Indeed. And definitely we're gonna see it here in the near future, because when you finally decide to tell me about that project, I'm the one saying it. She hasn't said it yet.
Don't worry, you'll be the first to
I'm
know.
fishing.
Don't worry.
And I know she'll be back to let me know about that. I am also gonna fingers crossed. I'm gonna be looking out on your YouTube for a music video. Whenever it is, it's gonna drop. Whenever it's gonna drop, I'm gonna be there to watch it. Yeah.
I'm trying not to say anything when you know.
I know. I've pushed you to the very limits,
Yes.
and you've done a good job. You know, your team is not even worried. Let me read one more message before we get into your socials as well. This one says, "Good afternoon. Please, I'm enjoying myself, having a good time on your show. Chayuta, her song is amazing. I think, let me see. Oh, okay. I see what he's trying to say. He says, I think I followed her from Solo. So I think that's when he jumped on the Chayuta bandwagon. So followed you from Solo, and now she has a new one out. Yeah, yes, indeed. So social media handles for the new fans who are now listening and wanting to jump on, because yes, pretty soon. And you won't be able to pretty soon.
So for my socials, it's very easy. It's Chayuta Music on all social media platforms. Chayuta is spelled Chayuta. But also, as I said, because I've been signed to a label and everything, if you want to see more content, there's Nyasa Records GH and Nyasa Entertainment.
Yeah.
So you get to see a lot of content also about that. And yeah, so Chayuta Music, all social media platforms. And for the new song, the link is in my bio.
Link is in the bio. So if you want to check it out, you want a direct link that's going to take you to all the digital platforms. You got to follow her. Chayuta Music. That's what you're doing.
Join the gang.
Let's go. She's been doing this for ages, man. People are now catching up. She's been doing this since.
Yes.
Yeah, she's so young, but she's still been doing this since. Yeah, the game, like you'll find an aspect of the industry that somebody know past you. You get me? And social media is her thing. So make sure you follow on all social media platforms, Chayuta Music, and of course on your YouTube. What is the name so they can subscribe?
That's also
Chayuta Music,
yes.
on all platforms.
Yes, and then as I said, also Nyasa Records on YouTube as well. So ladies and gentlemen, you heard that song right there. We'll keep spinning it right here on our show and on YFM as well. So you can always tune into YFM to listen to some Chayuta Music. And for sure, that is a brand new news. So it's definitely going to be making the rounds. Make sure you go stream it. We do not download anymore. We stream, okay? We stream and we share the link. Yes.
So that our artists can get money. So that they can make more music. And then push the Ghana music to the world agenda. That's what we do. Yes. No downloads. In fact, it's not even available for download. Go and stream it. Go to Apple Music, go to all these places, Audio Mac, etc. Stream it, all right? And Chayuta, thank you so much for blessing us today on Valentine's Day. It's a gift on the day of gifts. You and your team, man, wonderful team. You guys came through. You blessed us with your lovely talent, and kept everything to yourself in terms of I mean, I had to try one more time. But anyway, I mean, it was a blessing having you here. Oh, I wanted to ask you one more thing. This is a question from me as well. Do you have any interest in doing merchandise for your fans?
Definitely.
In terms of creating some sort of
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You have plans like that?
Hey.
I got one in. So Chayuta fans out there, look out for the merch. It's coming. She'll let you know how to get it, but it's coming. That's how we're gonna do it. Wrap it up real nicely for me. What's the final message you have for your fans out there? What can they expect from you?
The thing I always say is everyone should just join the Utan gang, support, show love, because I mean, after all, it's you, the fans, that are going to get me to the top, and that's the love and the appreciation that I'm always going to show to you guys. And you know, expect a lot, good vibes, good energy, and I'm honestly very, very excited for 2023 and Chayuta's journey, and I want to share it with everyone. So yeah.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And before you go, for the 14-year-old who is doing music and looking at you and following in your footsteps, any words of advice for that artist?
Just know where you are going. Stick to that. Stick to your own path. Don't listen to others. Don't say you want to be like this person. Now, just be you, because that's the most important thing you can hold on to, which is just being yourself.
Don't forget when we all said she was going to blow out of Africa. The beautiful songstress is here. Just hold on a moment. We're going to have this conversation. And let today go down in history. We told you. And I must say she has a charming and alluring presence. Gracefully seated across the table. Chayuta, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Much more prettier in person.
Thank you.
And so is your voice. I've heard you do some microphone voice. We are privileged to have you here, Chayuta. Happy birthday. How are you observing? How do you wake up today?
Oh.
To loads of messages?
No.
Ah.
No.
Oh, how?
Birthday is not for me, apparently.
I see. You've been doing this from 9 years old.
Yes.
And when they say professional, your bio say professionally, does that mean you recorded a song at age 9 or you faced the whole audience by age 9? What was going on at age 9, if you still remember?
So I started performing in front of crowds when I was 9. Yeah.
9?
Yes, 9.
People are in their teens and can't stand crowds.
Yeah. So I think I recorded my first song when I was 14 actually. So yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of experience from 9 till now. So, yeah.
I don't know how old you may be now, but when you were 17, your 17th birthday, you released a track.
Yes.
Tell us about that moment.
I mean,
Did you plan to release it on your birthday or it happened?
It just happened actually, yeah, because it was like I knew my birthday was approaching, so it was actually, I think it was a few days after my birthday or something, but I wanted to kind of do it in that period, like February.
A whole album?
Yeah, it was, I think it was an EP, yeah.
But that's so much work for a 17-year-old at the time.
Well, I guess, but for me, I mean, you know, music is what I've always wanted to do, so when anything that includes music, it's not really like work. I don't really see it as, you know, oh, I have to go and do this, I have to, and I'm dreading it. It's more like, oh, you know what, I'm going to record, I'm going to release, and I'm excited, like I'm pumped about it, like, oh, let's hurry up and do it.
And at that age, you work with some big guns in the industry.
Yes.
How did you come by that?
I mean,
at 17, did you have a team around you at the time?
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, I worked with Master Gazi and everyone. Like, I met them at a young age and everything. But then with that, it was them seeing a young talent and they wanted to, you know, help push like the young talent, the youth and everything. So, I mean, with that, it's an amazing feeling, like having big, you know, renowned artists, producers, seeing your talent and then they're like, oh, you know, we want to help push and everything. I'm like, it's the best feeling, to be honest.
I guess they did a great job at the time. But
Oh yes, they did.
a little bit is whispering to me, Lava is doing so much. Tell us about Lava. L-A-V-A.
Yes.
Today is Valentine. Let's not go say Lava without spelling it. And I say it's L-O-V. No, it's L-A-V-A. Lava.
Yeah. So with that actually, so that was my studio and everything. That still is my studio, but now I've signed to a new record label, which is Nayasa Records, which is it's quite new. I think it was in early October that happened.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yes, I mean, and that has been an amazing journey so far. A lot of my team is amazing. You know, they put my, you know, needs and everything first. So I mean, it's been an amazing experience.
Let's mention them 1,000 times. Nayasa Records.
Yes.
Is it Records?
Yes, Nayasa Records.
Nayasa Records.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, it's refreshing to have a game changer, you know, in the industry. And for me, now they clipped a talent like you. Well, I mean, we can only wait and see what's going to come out of it. But the feeling is, the aura is even telling it already.
Yeah.
Let's do a little backtracking.
Okay.
Some of the places you've appeared at.
I've worked with a lot of artists, like from Edem to Kelvin Boy. I've because of me having a studio and everything, I've gotten to meet all the artists like Stoneboy as well. I've worked with Master Gazi.
Let's put this on record. The 18-year-old singer has a studio. Yeah. Is it in your house?
Yes, it is. So yeah, I've worked with a lot of artists. I've got to meet a lot of artists, a lot of amazing producers. And recently I got to work with Kill Beats, and that's actually the song that we just released on the 10th of February. That's titled Where You Day. And I mean, that is Kill Beats, is like artists and everything, all these producers, and them seeing your talents and everything and wanting to like push you. As I said, I won't stop saying it's like the best feeling ever, because like the hard work that you're putting into everything is actually being seen by people who have also hustled to get where they are, to get to where they are today and everything. So yeah.
Wow. She lives music.
Yes.
She lives it. And working with all these great names, does it put some stress on your shoulders? Does it make you feel that look, the world is looking, the world is watching? I mean, the body language of which you mentioned, Kill Beats, and the rest of the names you mentioned, it tells that you instantly know that there's so much on your shoulders that you're bearing.
I mean, I feel like it's supposed to, but I mean, as I said, I have a very strong team behind me, so I mean, with all these kind of things, when they see that I'm getting stressed out or whatever, they come in, they're like, oh, you need to have that kind of backbone and everything. So with me being, in touch with all these artists, all these big names, for me, it doesn't really stress, it doesn't like make me know that, oh, I have a lot of people watching me, so like there's stress, but it's rather, you have a lot of people watching you, so there's talent, there's something special there, so you have to continue working so that more people are going to get to recognize you and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's not a stressful feeling or anything. It's more like, the hard work you're putting into everything is people are realizing it, and it makes you feel really good, like you're doing something right.
I have been privileged, don't use the word again, privileged to see you also work with some people who belong to the dancehall, reggae, genre and all that. What are you?
So with me,
what's your bias?
Definitely R&B, Afrobeats. So like I'm trying to go into that fusion of like Afro R&B, Afro pop, those kind of things. So I mean, but one thing about me is that I love to brag about my versatility. For that one, because I've been going for vocal training for about 5 years now, twice a week consistently with Coach Freeman. So with that,
twice a week, 5 years.
Yes.
Never missed.
Never missed. Even when I used to have finals, like exams and everything, still I'll go.
Vocal training seems to be the key for you, is it?
Yes, it is.
How far are you taking us?
I mean, definitely. I mean, this is a new era. Definitely, that's the key thing. New era. That's what everybody has to put in their mind, because I've really started. I rebranded. As I said, I signed with Nyasa Records, so we've had a whole branding process, a kind of shift in Afro R&B tune, and it's produced by Kill Beats, and it's not the typical love song. I'm always saying that it's more about so it is like, it talks about the positive aspects of love, but it also talks about like the hardships. So when you think about heartbreak, pain as well, like it has that amazing balance and everything between the positive side and then the hardships and everything. So yeah.
Okay, on my count, introduce the song to us and let's drop it. 1, 2, 3.
This is Where You Day by Chayuta, produced by Kill Beats.
Exclusive. Fresh. Nobody does it like we do. 103.5 Star FM.
Dreams of fantasy make you plead for remedy, cause you didn't make me go cold. Baby, give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. Baby, give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. make my heart go soft. All the things you do to me makes me never want to leave. Is it real or just a dream? Each time your side feels right, right or die. Each time your side feels right, right or die. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love. Give me love, give me love, give me love. You take.
There you go.
Every move you make, every breath you take, every move I'll be. Wait, isn't it I'll be watching you?
I'm missing you.
Okay.
Okay.
Please let me not disgrace myself.
It's okay.
Keep quiet.
Okay, since you mentioned moving, always.
Always. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Come on. I'm so sorry, I think that was slow. But that's a good one. You really listen to it with me.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's talk about collaborations now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you collaborated with anybody else?
In the past, yes, I collaborated with Jupiter. I did a song with Malcolm Luna.
Okay.
But definitely, hey, I don't want to say too much, but definitely expect some big collaborations.
And NASA?
Yes.
Who would you love to work with?
I mean, there are so many, honestly, there are so many.
Locally, internationally? Rihanna, of course, internationally. I see that coming.
Of course. I mean, if we're looking at locally, definitely RTBs, Stoneboy,
Nice.
King Promise, Ifya. If we're looking internationally, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Rihanna, of course. I mean, there's so many, as I said, yeah.
Where are you today? That's what we're focusing on now, right? Okay, where can we stream it? All streaming platforms?
All streaming platforms, yeah.
Like, is it on an EP or an album or just a single?
It's just a single, yeah. Feels like my body's lighting on fire. I know I really want somebody. Everyone needs somebody. Love is tough, so I won't retire. But then I really want somebody, 'cause everyone needs somebody. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, 'cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require or your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me why I'm acting scared. So tell me where you day. I don't want love, baby, where you day. It's a long night, baby, where you day. I don't want love, baby, where you day. So tell me where you day. I don't want love, baby, where you day. It's a long night, baby, where you day. I don't want love, baby, where you day. You know me want you. Anytime you pull up, boy, I want to tell you all the things that I've been through. I know say love it, they take two. You know I want you. Anytime you pull up, boy, I want to tell you all the things that I've been through. I know say love it, it take two. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, 'cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require, or your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me why I'm acting scared. So tell me every day, I don't want love every day. It's a long night, baby, every day. I don't want love every day. So tell me where you day. I don't want love everywhere you day. It's a long night, baby, where you day. I don't want love everywhere you day. Where you day. I want love. It's a long night. Where you day. I want love. It's a long night. When you day, I want love. It's a long night.
And the crowd goes. Where's the crowd? Where's the crowd? Nice.
Main question for tonight: can you trust your friend who is in a relationship with your ex? We'll get into a conversation, but you can keep your messages coming in as well. So we're getting to the first song by Chayuta. Let's enjoy this one in a bit. Free, free, free. And this one is the latest, Where You Day. We'll get more into it, but it's definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe. And I think that of late vibes are really leading people up. They're really, yeah. People just get on and they're like, Charlie. You know, like, yeah, let's just go with the flow. But I do want to get into the reason, she went with this, what the inspiration was behind the tune, because, vibes are vibes, but then a lot of the time your energy is influenced by something. So that's it. Shout out to DJ Barras, I see you, yeah. Chayuta started this journey of music when she was just 9 years old. Just look at that. Some of us were singing since, what were we even singing? Butterfly, and you know those songs, yeah. I mean, those songs were we're singing children's songs. This girl said, Naji, I'm starting my musical career. And then she went on to get into professional studies, if I may say. Learning music in itself, classical music and all of that. And she's been playing with genres and so on and so forth. But let's find out from her. Chayuta in the building. First and foremost, I know that's not your real name.
Yeah.
So what?
Alright, so Chayuta is actually my mom's name.
Chayuta?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Is it your mom's name as is, or your mom is a Cha plus a U plus a Ta? Tell me.
It's as is. So it's her middle name actually. So yeah, her name is Nashicho Chayuta Vanderbilt.
Ashicho. Ashicho, so she's from Teshi.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we're related. Oh my god.
So then she was sitting there, I was sitting there, and she was like, okay, why not use Chayuta? And I was actually thinking about it, but I didn't know how she would.
Take it.
Yeah. So then we settled on it, and then that evening we were like, you know what, Chayuta.
Nice one. What impact would you say that Chayuta has had on your career? Chayuta has done for you.
I mean, it has boosted my confidence.
Hey.
That name.
The light has boosted your confidence.
I'm telling you.
Tell me all about it.
That's actually.
Quiver.
It's serious. So that's actually how my music teacher got to know that I could sing. Because once I was behind the piano, so that's what I did. And he was like, And he was like, but you can sing. So why are you sitting there like you can't do anything? And I was like, oh. Because I never knew I could sing.
Yeah.
Like literally never.
So you only found out at that point behind the piano?
Yeah, actually.
Wow.
So my music teacher called my mom and was like, your child has crazy talent that you cannot sing on it. You have to do something about it. I realized that I wanted to write my own music. I wanted to express my own things.
Yeah, but you can't express yourself in classical, so you do your own classical writing.
Yeah, that's the kind of classical I was doing was more of like covers and the rest. I was doing ABRSM, which is one of the British exams for the Royal School of Music in England. popular. But then when it comes to like the more contemporary music, the genres and everything, you can take a song, you can sing different notes. I mean,
the outcome looks great and everything, but when you look at the background work, that's so much blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Yes. But it's all good. I'm happy to know that you're writing your own music as well. Every single one of your songs?
Not every single one, because for me, I'm always saying, you know, music is about creativity. It's about learning different things. And you know, a lot of amazing songwriters have their own way of writing different pieces and everything. So I mean, to let someone write a song for you, but to sing it in your own way, that's actually really, really impressive, because a lot of people can't do that. You know, when you're in the studio and then the songwriter will be like, okay, you know what, this is the song, they'll sing it like this. Or to like take that song that someone has written and make it your own, then it's actually crazy, because you're thinking outside the box. And my vocal coach is always telling me that in terms, when it comes to music, you shouldn't be like everybody else.
So I'm guessing that even at your vocal training sessions, it's like you flipping upside down someone's original song.
Yeah.
So like an Aretha Franklin, by the time you're done with it, is like, whose song was this again?
Exactly.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
So you're still doing your voice training? How often? Is it still twice a week?
Twice a week.
Still.
Yeah. So this is my 5th year actually. Training twice
back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. See the way you just lit up after that. It's like achievements.
Yeah.
Come and give me my badge.
Yeah, honestly, because if I look at old videos or old performance, but then now when I enter the studio and everything, and then he's there and he gives me a song, and I'm like, let's do this. Finish. Yeah.
Tell me, what are you looking forward to, you know, in the coming days, weeks, months, years, with regards to your craft?
But as I took that break, I was still doing vocal training, I was still writing a lot of songs. So I feel like my sound has changed, because you know I started music at a young age, so you get to see like the teen, the child part, the teen part, and now I feel like it's changing to like a more grown-up aspect of me. So I'm really excited for people to hear that kind of sound.
Grown-up aspect.
Yeah.
Let's go deeper into that. Grown-up aspect.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when let me put it like when I was, let's say, 13, 14, writing songs, and you know, a lot of love songs trend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But because they saw you as a child, it was like, I can't buy it.
Yes. Okay. But now I feel like I can go deeper into certain things, because it's like I'm older now, so I may have experienced it, I may have not experienced it, but it's like it's you know, I'm
a bit more believable.
Yeah, exactly.
On a Saturday, just chilling or hanging with their popsy, momsy somewhere, just enjoying their family life, whatever it is, hanging with their friends or something. You're probably rehearsing to get on stage. Of course, it's not every Saturday, but there's still that difference.
Yeah.
You know, do you connect with any other child star who may not be a star?
It's not every time I could be around, you know. So it was like, oh, you know, you're young, 13, 14. Hi, Leila, I'm having a birthday party. Can you come now? Be like, I have vocal training, or I have a studio session, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Then it's always like, it's not like you even make it in the industry. Why are you being so serious about it?
Wow.
But now that I've gotten to where I am, it's like a lot of people are like, wow, you didn't stop.
Yeah.
And that's something that we look up to, because at a certain point, I'm like, you know, a lot of people I'm talking, like I used to talk to, I don't talk to them anymore.
Why?
Because they never supported.
Right. So it was a personal decision.
Yeah. Let's see how she's doing, because you know, she's in the limelight. It's not easy to be in the limelight.
People don't know that. They don't know that. It looks good. Everybody's calling your name. Everybody's actually, I saw you on stage. And I'm taking a picture with you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and it's about, oh, okay, we've made plans, but she's busy. We have to understand that it's her passion.
Now tell me about that, what you've been through.
I mean,
what have you been through to get here?
I mean,
tell me about the darkest of darks, you know, those moments that nobody saw. You haven't really even told anybody, but you know that like that was challenging for me to go through that challenge. Tell me about those times.
At a certain point, I've never had it in my mind that, you know, because I've gotten this comment or I've gotten that comment, I'm going to give up. I've always had that kind of strong background and everything. My mom has been my supporter since day one. My grandmother, my new management even now, because I've been signed to a new label.
Take your children.
And they are very, very supportive. So, I mean, I've never had that feeling where, oh, someone has commented this and I'm like, Charlie, which was back then, was my age, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you can, let's say I was 13, 14, 15 around the time when I started performing. You would sometimes be like, oh, you know, Chayuta is really good, let her perform on the stage. First thing you would say, she's too young, she has a lot of work to do because of the age, let's not put her on this stage at the moment, let her grow. But me, my point is, you've seen the talent.
Yes.
You've seen what I'm capable of. Why not support? You get my point?
I hear you.
Yeah. So I mean, for that one, I have to say a big shout out to KOD because he let me perform on Rhythms. Yeah. I think I was about 15 or 16 at that time. But he saw it. He was like, he didn't have anything about the age or whatever. He was like, you have it in you, so you are going to perform. Beyonce was how old when she was performing on big stages. Rihanna was how old? I mean, so the age, it didn't matter, but I felt like...
But to others, it did matter.
Yes.
So it hindered me from getting a lot of shows.
Yes.
So that's the reason we didn't see you plenty like that. It's not because you weren't available. You were available.
I wanted to prove a point as well that you know, no matter how young you are, if you're ready, you're ready. And people have to accept it. And rather than, you know, try and like move away from that, why not support? We can all grow together.
2.7, I'm having a conversation with Chayuta. Chayuta has grown, Papa. I mean, from 9 years old to today, it was going to be like 10, 20, 11 years-ish.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. That's a long time. Shay. A conversation with her. There's a new song out titled Where You Day.
Yes.
Where You Day. You know what? Let's listen to Where You Day now. We played that earlier, about 20-ish minutes ago. I want us to play it again. But you can catch us live on Facebook at 3FM 92.7. We are live on Facebook. You can see her with her glowing skin. Yeah. What's the secret to glowing skin like that?
That's it from my mother.
From my mama. Okay, now thank you very much, mommy. 2, 1, leg out.
Feels like my body's starting on fire. I know I really want somebody. Everyone needs somebody. So I won't retire.
I like it. It's so calm. It's so cool. I can see myself just cruising into town with the song. Like I just get into my car. You know the weather is hot right now.
So you're South African
Yes, I'm half South African.
and half Ghanaian.
Yes.
Wow, you're very pretty, by that. I don't know what you're doing.
Thank
That's fine. So we're here to talk about your new song. But before that, tell us something about yourself.
Chayuta is a very versatile artist.
Wait, is it Chayuta or Chayuta?
Chayuta. Yeah. So I mean, a very versatile artist. I like to fuse different genres together, especially when it comes to Afro R&B. I'm definitely trying to, you know, get the more international appeal, but obviously, you know, I need to keep it, you know, where home is, which is Ghana. So yeah.
And you've been doing this for how long?
I've been singing since I was 9, but I started releasing my music when I was about 14.
14. That's when you came up with this one. So
This was when I was 16.
16. So at 14, what song was it?
It was more of a pop track and everything. Yeah, that was one of my first. I heard a beat somewhere from one of my mom's friends, and I was like, oh, I would really like something like this. And next thing I knew, he was like, okay, yeah, you can take it.
And it did well. A lot of people loved it.
Oh yeah, lots of people did.
I understand your mom has been very supportive.
Very.
It was your music teacher that spoke to her.
Yes.
So she's your manager.
She was my manager, but now I've been signed. So yes, Sean sitting beside me here is my manager.
Okay, so if you're not writing songs, learning how to produce your own songs, what do you do for fun?
I mean, there's quite a lot of things I do. For example, I actually like drawing. Not a lot of people know that I come from a very artistic background actually. I'm not done yet.
How's it going?
I mean, it's very stressful. So I say I'm always like, I really look up to all these big producers and everything because how they do it 24/7. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. But I mean, you know, it's really important for me to try and learn how to produce and everything because I mean, it will really make me stand out, especially because not a lot of people do that. But when I look at a lot of people that produce their own sound, I'm like, wow. After solo, I released a project which was called 17. And yes. So that was just after I wrote my IGCSE exams. And that one too got a lot of wonderful responses. I got a lot of support from different artists. I mean, yeah.
And who are some of the artists you work with now?
So I work with Malcolm Luna, I work with Jupiter and Kelvin Boy, and I work with Eden as well. Yeah.
Okay, and after 17?
After 17, I kind of took a little break because yeah.
That has to do with your friend's drama too? What's that about?
I mean, that one, it's not a typical love song, right? So it talks about, you know, the positive aspects of love, but also talks about like the negative aspects as well. That it's not easy. It touches on the heartbreak, it touches on the pain aspect and everything. And I know the next question is going to be like, how old are you? Like you're talking about all these things, right?
Well, I was
thinking about that. Okay.
Well, now that you've mentioned it,
yeah, but I mean, no, I haven't experienced that myself.
you've never been in love.
Well, no.
Are you? For real?
Okay. I mean, no, yes.
Which is either yes or no?
No, I don't think I have not been in love. I mean,
But you've had a crush on
Oh yeah, I've had a crush on
lots of crushes.
Yes, yes, and yeah.
Currently, do you have a celebrity crush?
A celebrity crush. Oh yeah, I have a celebrity.
Yeah, who does?
You mean like in Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh, in Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
No,
Moving on.
We want to know. Okay, give me a clue.
What?
Give me a clue.
Oh.
The name, first letter. I can do something from that. I.
Yeah.
I am Kim Promise. Well, I tried, but since you don't want to go into that, that's fine. So, still talking about your new song.
Yeah. So you know, it's like from the title, it's called Where You Days. It's
Where
like,
You
but it's not like you're now looking for you're now looking for love or whatever. You found it already, but you're trying to like know what the next step is, what you're supposed to do in order to like continue growing in that relationship and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what it's about.
Yes.
I thought it was a bull missing the bay and wondering where the person is.
That's the thing, but that's I'm always saying that's the beauty of music because you can interpret it in your own way.
Yeah.
So whatever you're feeling at that moment, and you listen to the track, you relate it to like you relate in a different way to it and everything. But yeah.
So we'll take a listen to Where You Think,
Okay.
and I did say you tell us about some of the people you look up to in the industry. I know you're a Rihanna fan.
Yes.
What is it? What do you love about her?
I mean, it's definitely in terms of music, it's like her style of music, the way she sings, her stagecraft and everything. You know, she has this whole I don't care about what other people think. And honestly, if you have that kind of mindset in this industry, you'll go far because there are
I
lots
don't
of
care mindset.
yes, because there are lots of comments that you get or that you see that you'll be like this and that and that. But I feel like with her, it's just like she knows what she's doing, she knows where she's going, and it's her vibe that she's looking at, nobody else's, that kind of thing.
How do you deal with the negative comments? I'm sure you've had a few.
Oh yeah, I
Everybody
mean,
has. Myself, I've had plenty. So
Yeah.
how do you deal with it?
I mean, what's life without criticism? Honestly speaking.
That word we criticism.
I mean, to me, I mean, when I get certain comments and I'm like, oh, okay, I put in my mind that I can either decide to sit home, cry about it, or I can decide to prove them wrong. I've gotten comments such as, oh, Chayuta will never make it in the industry. Yes. but then I'm like, it rather pushes me like everything. So I've never felt like when I get comments like that, I never felt like, oh, we know you have it, so just keep on going. So for that one, I'm really appreciative for the people I have around me.
So I mean, look forward to
I mean, I've been on a break for half a year, so obviously
you came prepared.
Yes.
Okay. Now, listener wanted to know about your stage name, Chayuta. Tell us about it.
So Chayuta is actually my mom's name. It's my mom's middle name, and it was given to her by my father. So, and Chayuta is Hebrew, means life. And to me, I found the name very captivating. When you hear it, it's different. Not a lot of people.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people have heard the name and everything. And when I got to know the meaning behind it, I'm always saying for me, music is life. So when I heard it, I was like, this is like the best way to actually like put it out there that yeah, music is life. And because it was given to my, as I said, it was given to my by my grandfather. I never got to meet my grandfather, but I'm always hearing stories about him and how great he was. I wanted that kind of support from him and that kind of positivity and everything behind my music.
Okay, so that's how come you got the name Chayuta.
Yes.
Okay, how did mommy feel when you told her you were going to use the name? Did you run it by her first, or was it a surprise? Or?
I remember we were sitting there, we were trying to find out like what name and everything, but I said I don't want to use Leila as my stage name.
Any reason?
Not any reason per se, but just for me it's too simple.
New song where you did, right? That's the title. We'll come back. You tell us how we can get in contact with you, announce your socials, tell us what's next for you, and then our cappella, you promised.
Yes.
So let's take a listen to this one.
Your best company at work. Best company at work. It's the lockdown.
Feels like my body's acting off.
My label, so when you go to my Instagram, the name is in my bio, Nayasa Records GH. So if you just send them a DM, they will always reply. Yeah.
Like my body's lighting on fire. I know I really want somebody. Everyone needs somebody. Love is tough, so I won't retire. But then I really want somebody, cause everyone needs somebody. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require. Your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me why I'm acting scared. So tell me where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. It's a long night, baby, where you did. like my body's lighting on fire. I know I really want somebody. Everyone needs somebody. Love is tough, so I won't retire. But then I really want somebody, 'cause everyone needs somebody. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, 'cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require, or your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me why I'm acting scared. So tell me where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. It's a long night, baby, where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. So tell me where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. It's a long night, baby, where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. You know me want you. Anytime you pull up, boy, I want to tell you all the things that I've been through. I know say love it take two. You know me want you. Anytime you pull up, boy, I want to tell you all the things that I've been through. I know say love it take two. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, 'cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require, or your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me why I'm acting scared. So tell me where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. It's a long night, baby, where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. So tell me where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. It's a long night, baby, where you did. I didn't want love, baby, where you did. Feels like my body's lighting on fire. I know I really want somebody. Everyone needs somebody. Love is tough, so I won't retire. But then I really want somebody, 'cause everyone needs somebody. Oh, I know I won't be alone. I want love in my zone, 'cause I can't do my own. And everybody wanna know if it's love I require, or your touch I desire. I've been screaming all night long. Love is in the air, but then I'm living in despair. Love is in the air, so tell me